Yes. Let's say here what is high availability we have seen. Importance of high availability and three levels of high availability features we have discussed here in the last class. Let's say we'll start with the first high availability feature. We'll go with log shipping. Okay, log shipping. Okay. Check here, already we have seen log shipping is what one of a database level high availability feature, which allows to maintain same copy of database in different server, right? Database to database copy we are maintaining. Database to database copy we are maintaining in different server. Right, right. So, in the same way, like this, yeah. In case of say log shipping, remember very simple method, and even we have so many limitations with log shipping. Still, we are preferring. Still, some clients are going with log shipping. What is the reason? Reason is very simple. Basically, said like log shipping, is log shipping works in any editions here. Log shipping works in any edition. Okay, just remember we are going with log shippings here. Why? Because it works with any edition. Still like 5% clients are 5 to 8% clients are going with log shippings here. Still, even we have so many limitations are there. Yeah, yeah. Still, we are. If some of the clients are going with log shipping. Okay, right, right. So check here. It is a simple method. Here, simple method of keeping entire database in different server. That's why we have seen database to database copy actually. Okay, database to database copy we are maintaining here with the log shipping. A database to database copy we are maintaining. Right, right. So check here, like transaction log backups here. It is simple methods here. This is my primary server. This is my secondary server. Okay, suppose let's say in the primary server, let's say one database is there. First time what I will do, I will take complete backup, full backup. First time will restore here, see, in secondary server or standby server. Backup restore. Okay, so we got here same copy of database we are getting. Okay, in server 2. Same copy of database we are getting in server 2. Later here, let's say 8 o'clock, I have taken full backup, I have restored in server 2. Later, remember whatever the changes are made, whatever the changes are made here in primary database, those changes I want to apply to the secondary database periodically, right? Changes should be applied automatically. For that purpose here, how it is applying the changes? So it is applying the changes by generating here log backups. Take it. Transaction log backups are generated in primary server on scheduled time, and they are copied and applied to secondary server automatically. Okay, log backups are generated and they are copied and applied to secondary server automatically. That is see how internally log shipping is working. Check here, for example, this one server I am maintaining here, backup server. In this backup server, one folder, shared folder I am maintaining. Periodically here log backups are generated here. In which server? backup server. They are copied. Backups are copied here. From there, restored. Okay, so, backup is restored successfully here. Backup is restored successfully. Okay. Yes, yes. That's basically very simple here. Log shipping is working with the help of three jobs actually internally here. Backup, copy, restore. Three jobs are created automatically. Okay. Check here. Backup job is created in primary server. Copy and restore are created in secondary server. Copy and restore jobs are created in secondary servers here. Okay. Yes, yes. That is how internally log shipping is working with the help of three jobs. Backup job runs here for every 15 minutes. It generates log backups. Okay. It is generating what? Log backups. Okay, so then say after generating log backup, the same backup file is copy pasted here by copy job. Then restore job will apply the changes to the database. Like this here, first time we are taking full backup restore. Next time onwards, changes are applied periodically. Changes are applied periodically with the help of log backups. With the help of what? Log backups. That is yeah. So how log shipping is working internally. So just internally remember it is working with the help of jobs. Jobs are created automatically. As part of log shipping process, jobs are created automatically. Understood, right? Yes, yes. Okay. So once the jobs are created automatically, means whenever the changes are made in primary, those are copied and applied to secondary automatically here. Changes are copied and applied to secondary automatically. Let's see how the log shipping is working with the help of three jobs. Nothing is there here. Internally, log shipping is working with the help of three jobs: backup, copy, and restore jobs. Okay, right. That means what? Suppose let's say tomorrow, let's say the changes made in primary server, they are not applied to secondary. For example, immediately we can understand problem may be there with any one job. Maybe backup job is not working, copy is not working, restore is not working. Any jobs here. Problem may be there with any job. Yeah, right? Yes, yes, that is see, that's why basically it is working in the background with backup copy restore jobs. Generally say to configure log shipping, we need three servers are required here. One is primary server or production server where the changes are made. Where the changes are made. Second one here secondary server is there. Okay, so yeah, so where the changes are applied. Okay, so this is what primary server is read write copy. So secondary server is generally we can maintain here in the read only mode, which is a standby server. Okay, the same way monitor server is there, which is optional server, third server. Basically remember why, because already we have seen just now. Once again we'll see backup job is created in primary server, copy and restore jobs are created in secondary server. So that's why suppose let's say we have granted someone to work with this log shipping. L1 DBA is there, who is basically for monitoring purpose. L1 DBA is there. for example. Okay, so what I want to allow him to work with, to monitor, backup, copy, restore jobs, for example. I want to allow him to monitor all the three jobs. See, instead of granting, instead of granting permissions on primary, in primary secondary servers, if monitor server is there, just will allow him to access monitor server. Why? Because in monitor server, backup, copy, restore details are updated here. Okay, the monitor server itself, he can monitor from this monitor server itself. That's the monitor server is there, which is optional server, which is optional server. Right, right. So check here in primary server, database must be in online state, right? Which allows reading, writing, everything must be in what? Online state. So where the applications or users are connected, in secondary server, database must be either here in standby state or restoring state. See here, not online. Okay, either standby state or restoring states here, not online. Okay, right. Why? Because here, if I maintain in standby state, it allows reading. Means what? In secondary, we can allow readings here by maintaining in standby state. Means what? In primary, read write actually. In secondary, we can allow reading. Okay. So whereas in case of restoring state is there here. Restoring means remember no reading, no writing, no writing here, non-operational. Non-operational means what? If the client is asking that instead of wasting the resources, I want to allow reading from secondary server, read writes in primary server, for example. Right. In that case, remember, in that case, yeah, we can maintain in standby state. But in some cases here, for example, let's say my primary server is there. My primary server is there. Uh, yeah, my primary server is there in 2014 version. Okay, my primary server is there in 2014 version, but secondary server is there in 2016 version. Okay, lower version. Primary is there in lower version, secondary is there in higher version. Already we have seen if it is lower to higher, if it is what? Lower to higher, compulsory we have to maintain in restoring state only. We can't maintain standby state. If both the versions are same, primary 2016, secondary 2016, then we can go with standby. If it is lower to higher, then remember we have to maintain only in restoring state. That's why remember both the states are supported in log shipping. Okay, okay. Next check here. In secondary server, transaction log backups are applied either with no recovery or standby. See here? Means what? If the database is there in standby state, log backups are applied with the standby. If the database is there in restoring state, then the log backups are applied with no recovery. Okay, and once again remember by default log shipping is one to many feature. One primary database can have multiple secondary databases. Okay, one to many feature. Okay, check here already we have seen if both the versions are same 5588 12 12 19 19, we have seen we can maintain in any one state. If the lower to higher, lower to higher, only restoring state. In which server? Secondary server. Okay, check your log shipping architecture, how the log shipping is working here. Yeah, here see this is my production server, production database where the applications or users are working. Okay, so here see my in my production server the database is there in which state? Online state. Right, right. But sir, this is my secondary server where the database is there here. Already we have seen either in standby state or restoring state. Anyone? Okay, okay. First time we have seen we'll take full backup. We have to restore first time to get what as it is copy backup restore first time. Next time onwards, what I will do? Log backup. See, automatically we know that as part of log shipping, log backups are generated periodically. See, backup job will generate log backup. Generally, remember for every 15 minutes, backup job will generate log backups. Okay, into backup folder. Same thing, copy job will copy paste here into shared folder. Here, backup job is generating log backups here into shared folder for every 15 minutes. Copy job will copy paste this. Restore job will apply the changes to the database. That is see how internally log shipping is working. Internally log shipping is working with the help of three jobs. These jobs are created automatically once we configure log shipping. Check here in primary server backup job is created already we have seen. In secondary server copy and restore jobs are created. Okay, these are the respective jobs are created here automatically as part of log shipping process. Okay, check here what this backup job will do. Already we have seen backup job will generate log backups for every 15 minutes. Means what? It generates here dot trn files. Means transaction log backup files it will generate here for every 15 minutes. Okay. Copy job what it will do? It will copy paste the file here. Restore job will apply the changes to the database. Means what? It will apply the back. Once the restore job is executed successfully, then the changes which are captured here. Let's say 8 o'clock I have taken full backup restore. 8:15 log backup is generated. Means 8 to 8:15 changes are there here. Once the restore job runs, we'll get the changes here also up to 8:15. Again, 8:30 log backup is generated. It has changes from 8:15 to 8:30. Copied, applied, okay up to 8:30. Like this here. Periodically log backups are generated. So copied and restored here. By default, remember all these jobs runs for every 15 minutes by default. We can change the timing also. Check here. Backup job runs for every 15 minutes. Means what? Per hour it is generating 4 backups here automatically. Okay, every 15 minutes. Okay, then in one day how many backups? 96 backups for example. After 10 days how many backups? Right, after yeah, 1 month how many backups? That's why this backup disk may be full, right? That's why what this backup job will do, it generates backups for every 15 minutes, as well as it will delete old backups after 72 hours. That is, see, backup job performs two activities. Okay, generating backups into uh, yeah, shared folder, backup folder, deleting backups after 72 hours. Default time we can change also. Means what we have to understand here, always latest 3 days backups are there here. Latest 3 days backups by default. Same thing, copy job also performs two activities. Copy paste the files and delete files from this copy folders here. Delete files after 72 hours. Here, backup job is doing two activities. Copy job also doing two activities. Whereas restore job performs only one activity, applying changes to the database. Apply changes to the database here. Only one task. Restore job will do only one activity. It will apply the changes to the database from the backup. Okay, okay. Check here like two folders are required. We have seen one is for backups, one is for copy. See, backup folder generally we are creating in a separate servers here in network location for security purpose. We can create the backup folder directly here itself. Okay, so yeah, in the primary server itself we can create primary server itself, but we are creating here in a separate server for security purpose. Copy folder is created in secondary server. Check here on backup folder, we have to grant read write permissions to primary server, read to secondary server. Okay, this is our backup folder. Read write permissions to primary, read to secondary. Why? Because copy job is coming from secondary to read the file and write here. Okay, on copy folders here only we have to grant permissions to read write permissions to secondary only. Why? Because both the jobs are running in secondary server. Both the jobs are running in secondary server. These are like respective jobs are created here, and we need the two folders are required to set up log shipping. Yes, yes. Check here like third server we have seen monitor server. See, if monitor server is there, here see in primary server, secondary server, linked servers are created actually, which are linking to monitor server. Means what? These backup details are updated to monitor server. Copy restore details are also updated into monitor server periodically. That's why we have seen one L1 DBA is there, junior DBA is there. We can allow him to work in these servers here. So so that he should not go to primary, he should not go to secondary. He can monitor here log shipping. Okay, if any errors are there, he will escalate to our L2 team, level 2 team, for example. Yes, this is see how log shipping is working internally. Very simple. Log shipping is working in the background with the help of three jobs. Actually, remember if monitor server is there, here one job is created, alert job, alert job. If no monitor server is there, then remember, alert job is created one time in primary, one time in secondary. One time by I am saying means indirectly we have to understand. Yeah, one time means what? Like it is instance level. Alert job is instance level. This backup copy restore jobs are what? Backup copy restore jobs are DB level. Means what? I will configure log shipping on three databases. How many backup jobs are created? Three backup jobs are created. Okay. So let's see if we are configuring log shipping on five databases, five backup jobs. Okay, same thing in each server copy restore jobs. That's why these are DB level jobs. Alert job is instance level, which is created one time in monitor server. If there is no monitor server, it is created one time in primary, one time in secondary. Okay, okay. This is here how the log shipping is working in the background. Okay, right. Okay, check here. These are the jobs are there. Already we have discussed. Backup job is here. Already we know which writes backups periodically and as well as delete old backups after 72 hours. Copy job is there. Same thing. Copy paste to copy folder. Deletes old files after 72 hours. Restore job is there. It will apply the changes to the database. Alert job is there created in monitor server we have seen. If monitor server is not used, it is created one time in primary, one time in secondary. Only one instance of alert job is created. Already we have seen for any number of log shipping configurations, alert job is created only one time. Okay, let's see, we'll see. Those are the three jobs are there: backup, copy, restore, and alert job. Okay, what are the prerequisites are there to configure log shipping? Very simple prerequisites are there here to start log shipping configuration. Check here. Database must be either in full or bulk log recovery. Correct, right? Why? Because remember, if the database is there in simple recovery model, log backups are not allowed. Log backups are not allowed, right? So checkpoint will truncate the log file. That's why log backups are not allowed. That is the reason. Remember, like yeah, here see like only recovery models should be full or bulk log. Then said both primary and secondary servers must have same collision settings, means language settings. Both the instances must be running with domain account. Okay, both the servers should be there in the same domain. Both the servers should be running with domain account. But if you are practicing in your laptop, for example, with two instances, let's say I'm practicing in my laptop with two instances, then remember, uh, then no need to run the, yeah, no need to be, the server should be running on domain account. It may be any account, like by default account is there, right? NT authority, some network service, something. We can, it may be running with the normal local account. Okay, okay. Log shipping can be configured with any of these additions here. Important point. Means what? This is the reason, just remember, still some clients are continuing with log shipping. Why? Because it works in a web edition, work group edition, any editions here. No need to purchase enterprise edition. But our other features are there, like mirroring, always on. Those features works completely in enterprise edition, whose cost is also high. That is the reason we have seen some clients are still continuing with log shipping. The reason is simple. Why? Because log shipping works in any edition. Okay. Then, and second point, remember, some clients are there, especially government related organizations. So they are continuing with the log shipping here. They don't want to disturb actually. Okay, they don't want to disturb the existing setup. That's why they are still continuing with the log shipping. Okay, right. Okay, okay, okay. This is like clear, right? Yes, yes. So this is like we have to understand here, like why still clients are using or going with the log shipping. Okay, right, right. So yes, next like two folders should be created. One is for backups and second one is for copy and restore. So share and grant the we have seen permission should be granted. Permission should be granted here. Okay, right. So check here like we have to grant permissions on backup folder as well as we have seen read write to primary, read to secondary. On copy folder we have to grant read write permissions to secondaries here. Okay, right, right. Okay, these are some very simple prerequisites are there here. Simple prerequisites are there to configure log shipping. Okay, yeah, let's say we'll start with the configuration. Yes, check here what are the steps are there to start configuration. Generally here we have to create two folders are required. We need to grant the permissions. Okay, yeah. So that is like grant the permissions and we have to take first time full backup restore then create configure log shipping here whenever we configure log shipping automatically these jobs are created alerts are created linked servers are created here in the background once we configure log shipping. Okay, right, let me I will take two instances I will configure log shipping. Okay, right. Yes, very simple configuration steps are there. I will take two instances here. Very simple configuration steps are there. Let's say this is my primary server. This is my secondary server. Just remember in both the servers, agent service must be running. Important point is what? In both the servers, agent service must and should be running. Here running. Okay, I will take any one database on which we can configure log shipping. Test DB1. Is there any database actually? On this database, I want to configure log shipping. Okay, okay. Check here. First, we'll create two folders. We'll grant the read write permissions here on that folders. We'll grant the read write permissions. Okay, right. Check here. Go to D drive and if it's here, let's say one folder is for backup, one just in the same machine, two instances are there. Directly in same machine, I am creating ls backups for which database test db1. Okay, the same way ls copy test db1. Okay, two folders here. Grant the permissions, right click, properties, sharing, share. Here see we can grant to the service accounts, but initially I'm granting to everyone just for testing purpose. Read, write, share. Okay, copy this folder. Yeah, so folder path I have copied. Same things here. Right click, properties, share, share, read, write, share. Yeah, same things here. Copy this folder path. Copy this here. Yes, check here like our two folders are ready, two instances are ready, our database is also ready. Now we can start log shipping configuration. Log shipping configurations here. Very simple steps are there. Okay, check here. We can take manually full backup restore. Otherwise, as part of log shipping process, automatically Wizard itself will take full backup. It will restore first time automatically. Check here. Task, ship transaction logs. Okay. Enable this as primary. Backup settings. Network path to the backup folder. Very simple steps are there. Let's say we'll copy this. Okay. Okay. Next step. Next what I will do, like by default schedule is there for every 15 minutes. Already we have seen delete files older than 72 hours by default. Alert if no backup occurs within 1 hour. Means if there is no backup occurs after 1 hour ever, so we'll get the email notification. Okay, we can change the timing also if by default for every 15 minutes is there. Backup compression I am saying use the server default settings. Means server level if compression is enabled, it will compress, otherwise no compression. Okay. Now, sir, adding the secondary databases means what? Here we have to configure copy and restore jobs. Check here. Add, connect to secondary. Okay, this is my secondary. See, initialize secondary database. Actually, remember we have not taken backup, we have not restored, right? Yes, that's why Wizard has selected here, yes, generate full backup of primary and restore. See here, Wizard itself, what it will do, it will take full backup, it will restore here. Okay, so we can mention the data file, log file locations, we can mention. If you are not mentioning, it will take this default path. See, database files are created here in the default path. Means if this path I am using for multiple instances, if test db1 is there, it will fail. Okay, only test db1 is there here. Check here, right? So restore will fail. Okay. Uh, let's say we'll take this instance folder data folder. Okay. You can go with the same setting in your laptop, or I can change the default path here. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's say I want to go with the default path I'm saying. See, if backup is ready, we can mention the backup file path, just it will restore. But this option, what it will do, it will take backup as well as it will restore. Okay. But here see no secondary database is initialized. So we can, if already we have restored, automatically Wizard will select this option. Let's say copy folder path it is asking here. This is our copy folder path, network path. Okay. Same thing, copy job also runs for every 15 minutes. It will delete files after 72 hours. Restore. Let's say I want to allow the database should be in read-only mode or standby mode here, so that we can allow what read-only access. Okay, default time is there for every 15 minutes. Alert if no restore occurs will get here after 45 minutes will get email notification if there is no restore is working. Here say I'm saying disconnect users in the database when restoring backups. Means if users are working with select command, they are disconnected. Here again they are reconnected once the restore success. Okay, these are the very simple steps are there, backup, copy, restore. Here see we can use third server, monitor server, which is optional server. Optional. Okay, yeah. So these are like respective jobs are created here automatically. Okay, let's say monitor server optional actually not compulsory. Always generate the script to a file. HTTP1 shipping. This year in future if want to reconfigure again, we can run this script. Okay. Okay. See, backup is generated here, restored successfully. See here, test DP1, log shipping is configured successfully. Check here, very simple steps are there. Log shipping is configured successfully. Means automatically jobs are created. Okay, alerts are created. Uh, Linked servers are created automatically. Okay, so we'll check that one. We'll start with monitoring log shipping in the next class. Okay, right.